Okay. Hello, everybody. I think this should be working. This is Mr. Wilcox. Hello, Advanced English Language Support class. Hopefully, you guys read the agenda that I already had on the email that I sent you with this link in it, and I just kind of want to go over that. What I really want to do is just check in with you guys. Are you okay? How you doing? We're doing okay over here. I'd like you guys to just do a little something. Really, I'm going to use this just kind of for attendance to make sure who can have access to this, because as I said, this is the main way I'm delivering instruction to you, and also in the form of attachments, perhaps like the one I gave you today. So let's get back into this slowly. I do want to give you guys a little something to do today, but again, mostly this is just getting the process going. So I hope you guys are all right, and here we all are. Okay. As you see, I want you to do a BBS, because, but, so, right? We haven't done those for a while, but let's get back to normalcy as much as we can. You guys were rolling your eyes a little bit when we used to do that, but let's just get back into it. We're going to do some sentence level work like that. As you can see, the stem sentence or the kernel that I want you to riff off in your because, but, so, right? You're extending that sentence in three ways, right? With a because statement, a but statement, a so statement. The statement is, we are all sheltering in place, which means we're all in our house and trying to minimize going outside, right? So we are all sheltering in place, all right? I want you guys to do all your work on Google Docs, as I indicated. Write that sentence stem or type it in there, please. Type it in Google Docs, and then add those three additional enlargements of the sentence, right? Do that first. Okay, then skip a couple of lines, and I just want you guys to write me a paragraph, a basic paragraph about where you're at in relation to this pandemic and this coronavirus business, right? As you can see, I want you to write me a paragraph in TEA. It can be on the same document as the because, but, so stuff that I just described. And you can read it there on the agenda, but what three things do you miss the most from life before this quarantine, this lockdown? And why? So I'm going for a half to a full page, double spaced in Google Docs is what I'd like you to do. So as always, I wouldn't have you do anything I wouldn't do myself. I will try to model this paragraph. If I were assigned it, what would I do with it? I would have a topic sentence to start off because this is TEA. All right. And here's your topic sentence. The three main things that I, Mr. Wilcox, miss from life before we all had to stay in our house was going to book and record stores, going to see concerts, and seeing my family and giving them a hug, especially my parents, all right, who I haven't seen now for a while. So again, your topic sentence, what is the paragraph proving? You mentioned the three things that you will discuss, okay? Let me go into a little more detail on those three things. I miss going to book and record stores because I love reading and I love music and I need it in order to survive. And just that's my form of shopping. That's the way I get my little easy gratification, my immediate gratification fix is by getting myself new books and records, right? I really miss that. It's a mindless way I can go out and spend money and feel good about myself and still feel like I am enriching myself culturally. Okay. I also really miss going to concerts. These three things are actually related. I see a lot of my friends at live music shows. It's important for me to feel the vibrations of the music through my body. It's different from just listening to it on headphones or even on my turntable, which is right over there. And, you know, I really, really miss going to concerts, right? Last thing is I really miss seeing my family and friends. Some of my family drives me crazy, but I really miss my parents and I'm worried about them because if I'm this old, imagine how old they are. And they're at home and they're locked up with their spouses. They got divorced and remarried, but happily. And so that's the main thing. I really, really miss just being able to go give a hug to my brother, or again, certainly my mother or father. Okay, so that's something like what I want you guys to do. Again, I'm using this more like attendance as anything else. Again, just to repeat, I would like you to do all work in Google Docs and then share them with me. Until further notice, that's how I'm going to receive your work. All right, let's go ahead and say that this work is for grading period 6, the last grading period. Okay, if you have any back work that you need to get into me from grading period 5, do so. But basically what you see on Synergy right now is probably the grade that you're going to get for grading period 5. And then all the work that I assign from now on, let's just say it's on grading period 6, the last grading period of the school year. Okay. So when you submit that Google Doc, again, you just have to share it with me, but I'd like you to title it. Please make a point of titling it, your name, and then just a brief name of the assignment. In this case, you could call it BBS and TEA paragraph, and maybe even put a date, but at least put your name and indicate something like what the assignment is. Let's try and make this due by Wednesday. Okay, let's say Wednesday by noon. Today's Monday. If you're seeing this kind of in real time, let's make it due Wednesday. Then I can take a look at them and I can check back in with you guys on Thursday, review some of the sentences you guys came up with, share out some good ideas, good things people said in their paragraphs and such like, right? So these video sessions, I'm introducing work, and then I'm going to try and review the work that's already been assigned. That's kind of what I'm doing. All right. I'll comment at least briefly on the work that you submit to me through Google Docs, and I will put it in the book and begin Synergy very soon so that you guys can keep track of, oh, okay, I turned this assignment in and it is translated into actual points on Synergy. Don't forget that Wednesday I'll be having office hours. You guys have my phone number and my email address. So don't hesitate to ask me questions. I've already heard from Carlos and Rose and a couple of other you guys. And thank you. Please feel free to call me. Call me at home pretty much whenever you want before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And obviously not before, 8 o'clock in the morning. But if you guys have questions or anything, email me or call me. I'll be sitting here within reach of the phone on Wednesdays between about 10 and 1. I think I said in my communication 10 and 1. So if you want to talk to me face to face, we may expand out and have Zoom classes, right? But for right now, as we're just getting into this, I just want to try on what we're doing right now, which is mainly communication via email. All right. So I love you guys. I hope everything is okay. I hope you're feeling under control. Remember, my commitment in this EL support class is to not give you a bunch of other English language work on top of your other English class, right? You know that, and I feel like I've been pretty good, kept to my promise this year. But some of you guys have Pasternak, some of you have Miss Christia. I know what both of those guys are doing. So you can ask me questions about that work also, right? If Miss Pasternak wants us to do this, Wilcox, what can you tell me? Obviously, I'll offer my services for that as well. But I will be giving you guys modest homework assignments, certainly not more than an hour a week, right? In addition to whatever time you spend watching me on camera here. All right. So again, I love you guys. I hope all is well. And let me know if there's any problems. But otherwise, plan on doing a BBS cycle around that sentence stem. And then just give me one good TEA paragraph about where you're at in terms of what you miss. I think we're all probably becoming present to the things that we took for granted in life before all this craziness, and looking back longingly and perhaps grieving a little bit some of that stuff. So that's fine. Feel whatever you guys are going to feel. And if you want to talk about it, let me know, and if you don't, you have your own support network there. Good for you. Good for you. But anyway, you guys take care of yourselves and stay healthy. And I'll be tuning in with you guys again in this form on Thursday. But give me a ring Wednesday if you're having any concerns or issues over the work. All right. Take care, you guys. I'm out of here.